The Luo originated from the Middle East. Jerusalem is the center of the world. If you measure it from whatever direction you come to Jerusalem, that is the center. That is where Luo originated. We moved from there to Ethiopia. From Ethiopia, we went to Egypt. All the black pharaohs in Egypt were Luos. All. For over 450 years, we were in Egypt. Something happened that we were pushed away from Egypt. We followed the Nile up to where the Blue Nile joins the White Nile. We got stuck there. We say Khartoum, but the Arab did not come. So it has become Khartoum now. Now, when Luo built a home state, you don't throw your rubbish around your house, outside the gate. That has become what you know now as Omdurman. Odu. Omdurman is Odu. Khartoum is a Khartoum. We said we are going to get finished with those people. The people we came with are the following: the Luo, the Langi, the Teso people, the Maasai, and Kalenjin. But the Langi, the Luo, the Langi, Kalenjin, and Maasai and Teso went back to Ethiopia. When we were waiting for the Arab to come, they ran away to Ethiopia. After many years, the Blue Nile dried up because there was terrible drought in Ethiopia. So they crossed, they went to Kenya. The Langi came from there up to here, and they were very nomadic. They moved from place to place. And they were good fighters. The Luo used to fear the Langi for fighting, for the sake of fighting. So the Langi, they actually will teach their children. People, you hide yourself because the Langi will fight you for apparent no reason. They actually used to sing to teach their children to hide away from the Langi because they were fighting us. They did not know that we were together in Egypt because those who came were great-grandchildren of the Langi. We stayed with them there. And then from Sudan, we followed the Nile up to Amor here, where Labonga and Gipe separated. Very interesting. When Labonga separated with his brother, because the wife of Labonga came out, it was very misty morning. She came out, Labonga went for hunting expedition. But when his wife came out, he heard something huge was moving behind our house. She made an alarm. Gipe ran and said, why did you make an alarm? The woman pointed to the direction of the house, behind the house. And Gipe also heard that there was something huge moving behind the house. She quickly ran into the house of his brother, picked one of the spears, and threw it there and speared the elephant that ran away with the ancestral spear, crying, "We." By midday, the mist disappeared. And Gipi, his wife, Labongo's wife, his children, Labongo's children, were standing on the cowpeas field where to assess the damage that was done by the elephant. That very moment, Labongo came back and they narrated the story. But the moment they said the ancestral spear that was given to him was used to spear the elephant, Labongo's eyes became red. Said, "My brother, were you not there when my father handed over to me the ancestral spear, that if my time came to go to a place of no return, I should give it to, pass it on to my elder son? You must go after the elephant now." The wife of Kipi, sensing that there was trouble between the two brothers, she quickly ran inside her house, quickly prepared dry food and brought it in a bag. And 2 spears, a horn, a pair of shoes, a knife, and a gourd of water. So Gipi set off, blowing his horn, hele, hele, hele. So he went. For many days, nothing was heard of him. So they thought probably the beasts of the wild wilderness had eaten him. But eventually he arrived in the forest where all the elephants lived and died there. There in the forest there was a woman, an old lady. When he saw Gipi, he said, "My son, what has brought you here?" He narrated the story how his brother chased him to come after the elephant. His feet were full of sores. So the woman nursed him. When he got well, he took him in the forest where there were piles and piles of spears brought about by the elephants that died in the forest. They went from one pile to another until they came to the place where the elephant that Gipi speared died. And Gipi recognized his spear, said, "That is my spear." Said, "Okay, you take it." They came back home. Time came for Gipi to come back. So this woman prepared for him dry food and also sandals for him. Besides, he gave him the most beautiful beads that the Luo people had never set eyes on. So Gipi eventually arrived around 4 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the morning, blowing his horn, hele, hele. And when the children heard their father coming, they ran to greet him. He came past the children without greeting them. He went straight to his brother's compound and called out, "Labongo, come out!" As soon as Labongo stretched up from his house, he stuck the spear on the ground. "Ding! This is your spear." And he went very angry to his compound. He sat on a stool, holding his stick like this. His wife, the wife of Labongo, his children, and the children of Labongo all came to greet him, but Labongo did not come. So, after the formality of greeting was over, the wife of Gipi took the bag that was brought by her husband. So he probably wanted to take it inside. But unfortunately, some of the most beautiful beads fell on the ground. There was great excitement. In the midst of that great excitement, one of Labongo's daughters swallowed the bead. He quick grabbed the child by the hand, said, "Your daughter has swallowed my bead. I want it now, now, now." Say, "My brother, this is very simple. The girl will release herself tomorrow. You will get your bead." Say, "No way, now." And because Labon was already guilty for mistreating his brother, he took the girl inside, cut her stomach open, looked for the bead, killed the girl, and gave the brother the bead, and said, "My brother, we can no longer continue to remain brothers to each other. You come with your family, let us go to the nearest river." And they stood back to back, cursed the womb